was Peter Drucker who said that the true purpose of a business is to create a customer. To achieve this, you need to understand how this customer operates. All other functions depend on the revenue that the customer brings to your business. Hello and thank you for tuning in. My name is Ngahu and I'm an entrepreneur. Over the years, I have trained thousands of people on customer behavior and marketing. The customer is actually the only person who pays money into your business. She does this by buying the products and services that your business offers. Indeed, if no one buys anything from us, our businesses would not exist at all. We wouldn't have any business to talk about without a customer. So allow me a moment to thank my customers for their support over the years. Thank you. I appreciate all of you for studying with me by being my customers. Now, the 6 questions to answer before you start a business. 1, why would they buy from you? What is so special about you or about your business or your service or product that they should buy from you? You need to clarify this to yourself first before you go to tell others. What specific features and benefits do you promise to offer? People buy to meet their needs, their wants, and desires. They focus on benefits and not features when presented with choices. So you need to emphasize the benefits to your customer. You need to define your unique value proposition. What is the distinguishing factor in your business? What makes you different from the rest? Why should they buy from you? Let me give you an example. If you're a hair stylist or makeup artist, your uniqueness could be in being open-minded. That means you are willing to try new styles, you are open to new methodologies, and you're willing to work with your customer in order to deliver the best outcome. Another unique thing is that you could be a good listener. So you're good at listening to your customers and understanding their needs. By the way, you'll be surprised to know how many people in the personal care business are not good listeners. They come to the business with an idea how you should look like. So when you tell them, I want this, they are thinking something else. Number 2, who makes the buying decision? It's important to know who you are working to influence. Knowing who makes the buying decision helps to keep things easy because you know who you're working for, why you should organize things in a certain way. Different people in the family play different roles when it comes to a family buying decision, like in situations where you're buying household purchases or things that are used in the family. Some may play the role of influencer, others are buyers, while others are users, and then there's the decider, the person who makes the final decision about what to buy and how to buy. If you take the case of baby food, the mother is the buyer and the decider, and the baby is the user. But the baby also exerts significant influence in the decision. You might wonder, what level of influence can a baby hold as a user? But while the mother may focus on nutritional value in the definition of quality, the baby is only concerned about one thing. I'm sure you know what it is. Taste. Taste is the only thing that the baby cares about. And if the mother ignores the silent point of view of the user, the baby will reject her choice by spitting the food or refusing to swallow. You know how babies can stay with food for hours on end, refusing to swallow. That's a statement of protest. I don't like this food. I don't like the taste. Go get me food that is more tasty. The mother will be forced to reconsider the next time. She'll actually think about the taste as well when she goes back shopping. The mother learns to taste baby food and even learns the baby's taste so that they can both have alignment in these decisions. So if your business intends to produce products for the baby, remember that both the mother and the baby are important in the decision-making process. Another interesting example is the case of real estate, where you have to work with both the wife and the husband. If you want to sell a family house to a young couple, you would have to factor the interests of the wife separately and the interests of the husband, and then the interests that apply to both. And if they have a young family, if they have children who are grown, they will also participate in that decision. So the question, who makes the buying decision, is very important. The third question is, how do they buy? This is actually concerning how they make the transfer of value to you and do the exchange. As we've said many times, buying is a social exchange process. The exchange happens when the customer pays and you give them the item, the good or service that they're looking for. Now, what process? How do they want to pay? That's the question we want to know. Because if you know this, you help facilitate them by providing the relevant payment methods. Do they want to pay by check? Do they want to pay by credit card? Do they even want to pay by e-wallet or mobile money like M-Pesa or EcoBank Pay or Bitcoin in some cases? So you need to know how they want to pay so that you can provide all these options. In fact, there are some times you go to buy something in an outlet and because they don't have the options of payment, then you are not able to make the purchase. And that happens even online where people provide limited choices of exchanging of value. The fourth question is, how much do they buy? The frequency of buying and usage is important and depends on the need and type of product or service, affordability, and usage. And it's an important guide for your business because it will help you make decisions about the pack size and presentation. If the products available in the market are packaged in a certain way or in certain sizes, do not assume that the suppliers are ignorant. No, not at all. They know something about the customer they serve. And using this knowledge, it will help you to decide how to package in the smallest quantities that you can offer. Let me show you an example from big business. Look at Colgate toothpaste and look at Aquafresh toothpaste. I want to show you something. Colgate toothpaste has one color, while Aquafresh toothpaste has 3 colors. A sizable proportion of the toothpaste market in Kenya wants to buy a very small size toothpaste. Colgate is able to do this easily, but for Aquafresh, it's a challenge. How do you make the smallest size toothpaste without smudging the 3 colors and losing one of the key brand promises? So if you want to offer car care services, for example, you need to ask, do the people you intend to serve have their cars washed daily, weekly, or just occasionally? How frequently are they willing to use car care services? 5, where do they buy? What type of places or outlets do people buy the kind of product or service you want to offer? Consider that particular product and ask, is it generally sold in a supermarket, a grocery store, a clothing store, a salon, kiosk, special shop, or even open air market? In Kenya in particular, many people prefer to buy fresh produce from open air markets. The important thing is to know where your customers are found, how they operate in their usual buying habits. As I have said before, it's difficult to change people's habits. So as a new business, you need to observe and learn and apply. Question 6, when do they buy? In other words, what are the occasions of use? It's important to know the times when your product or service is required or when there is high demand. And it will make sure that you don't face shortages when demand is highest. Think of beauty care and car care services, for example. There will definitely be more demand during major holidays and weekends as people prepare to go out to have fun. That's the reason these businesses are greatly affected, because people are not going out a lot. You can't go holidaying, you can't go to a restaurant, you can't go to so many places. And so it's created that kind of limitation. But when you know when people are likely to buy, you tend to create a plan for them and they never find you missing the products that they are looking for. To sum up, 6 questions to ask before you start a business. 1, why will they buy from you? 2, who makes the buying decision? 3, how do they buy? 4, how much do they buy? 5, where do they buy? And 6, when do they buy? These are the 6 questions that you absolutely need to ask yourself before you start a business. Don't start a business before you ask those 6 questions and find suitable answers. Thank you for watching this video. Remember to subscribe and like it and press notifications so that you can be notified of other relevant videos. Thank you and best wishes as we go on to start that business. We all need to elevate our mindsets at this time.